This is a KAKE News breaking news alert.
Good evening, everyone. 4 male Goddard High School students are in custody tonight, accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a teenage girl. Now, they were arrested yesterday in connection to an incident in rural Sedgwick County earlier this summer. KAKE's Madeline Anderson is now live in Clearwater, where Goddard just had a football game. Madeline.
Well, Larry, despite a win here tonight in Clearwater for the Goddard Lions, sources say that those 4 suspects arrested in connection to the alleged kidnapping and sexual assault are players on the football team.
Several Goddard starters notably missing from the field during Friday night's game, but the stands still full of cheering fans. During school Thursday, detectives from Sedgwick County's Exploited and Missing Child Unit escorted 2 16- and 2 14-year-old boys out of class. They were later arrested and booked in the juvenile detention facility on 2 felony counts: sexual exploitation of a child and aggravated indecent liberties with a child, plus 1 misdemeanor count of criminal restraint. The sheriff's office says the arrests stem from an alleged incident involving a female Goddard freshman in rural Sedgwick County on July 21st. Since then, students say a number of images and rumors from that day have been shared.
A girl was in a car with 4 boys, and they were doing stuff and taking pictures and Snapchats, and I heard that they put it on a porn site.
No one wanted to go on camera at the game, but off-camera parents and classmates say they're shocked to learn the news.
I think it shouldn't have happened. Like, who would do that? Like, for one, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. For 2, you shouldn't have took a picture if you were. Like, you just shouldn't have done it.
Now, detectives haven't confirmed if there are images of the alleged incident out there. Right now, the suspects' names are not being released because the investigation is ongoing. All 4, though, are still in custody tonight and have not been charged. Charges will most likely come and be presented to the district attorney's office on Monday. Now, I also spoke with the school district this evening. Officials did not want to go on camera and make a comment, but they did say that they are cooperating with law enforcement. Reporting live in Clearwater, Madeline Anderson, KAKE News.
And be the first to learn about breaking news. Just go to our web channel, KAKE.com. You can also get breaking news updates on the KAKE TV Facebook page or by following KAKE News on Twitter. Well, this week we brought you a 2-part I-Team series, What They Deserve, about local veterans waiting a year or longer to receive their health care benefits. Well, since those stories aired, more veterans have contacted KAKE News with their own stories. KAKE's David Marcus here now with an update on his series. David.
Larry, last night we told you about a veteran here in Wichita who has now made it his mission to help other veterans process through the difficult process of applying for benefits or appeals to help minimize those delays. After our story last night, other veterans have contacted KAKE News with their own stories of long delays and also to try to get in touch with the local advocate we talked to help with their appeals or benefits applications. Tonight, I spoke to one 41-year-old veteran who was wounded twice in his 2nd tour in Iraq. And when he came back to Wichita, he collapsed twice in church, had to be hospitalized. After a 2-year ordeal to try to receive benefits, he got the bad news last year.
They sent me a letter December last year basically saying that they denied my appeal and said that my head pains are getting better, and they're taking off the rating for head pains and rating it 0.
As we told you last night, sweeping legislation to revamp how quickly the VA processes benefits claims and appeals has already passed the House. Supporters hope it will pass the Senate within the next few months.
All right, David, thank you. New tonight at 10, Adrian Peterson, star running back for the Minnesota Vikings, will not play this weekend after he was indicted in Texas on a charge of child abuse. Now, Peterson's lawyer says his client is accused of using a switch to spank his son. The lawyer says Peterson has cooperated with authorities and didn't mean any harm. Now, many of you commenting on this story on our Facebook page. Andrew writes, I got spanked with a switch when I was a kid and I turned out fine. Brett disagrees, saying, if you think this is acceptable, you're pretty twisted. You can continue the conversation on this or any story at KAKE.com and on our Facebook page. Well, we're getting a behind-the-scenes look at preparations for the Miss America pageant competition this weekend. Our own KAKE's Jamel Halaparik is with Miss Kansas in Atlantic City with a preview.
The Miss America pageant is all the buzz here on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. People from all over the country come here to see who's going to take home that crown.
Okay.
There she is, Miss Kansas, Amanda Sasek, waving and smiling in the Miss America Miracle Mile Walk, a fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network. The 53 contestants have been in Atlantic City for 2 weeks with packed schedules.
We're up by 4:30 a.m., in bed by like midnight or 1. Wow. And you're still so excited that sometimes you just can't sleep.
Yeah. Amanda's platform is Find Your Strength, engage to empower. And she had to find her strength at an early age.
And when I was 17, I lost my father to suicide, which really turned my life upside down.
A life of poverty and forced to work 4 jobs to get through college. Amanda says the Miss America job is the one she really wants now.
I'm ready for the job. I'm ready to be Miss America, and I believe that everything I've been through in my life has uniquely prepared me for the job.
Do you just have to pinch yourself, Amanda?
I do. We were walking down, they've got the videos, and one day it was my selfie video up on the screens, just right down the boardwalk, and I'm like, that's my face! That's my face up there!
We will be here all weekend long, getting the behind-the-scenes look just for you. Here is the Boardwalk Hall, where it's all gonna happen. We'll be here all weekend long, following Miss Kansas around, so keep it on KAKE for the latest coverage. In Atlantic City, on the boardwalk, Jamel Halaparik, KAKE News.
Jamel is there, we are here, and you can watch the Miss America competition and cheer on Team Kansas right here on KAKE Land. It is this Sunday night at 7 p.m. Stay with us. Jay has a look at the weather right after the break.